guys, hello. It's your girl again, Bossinola. Yes, I know it's been a while. It's been a while, I don't know. But me too, I've been busy actually. Thank you. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. Thank you so much. For those who keeps liking my video, thank you so much. Those leaving comments, those that are cheering me up, go girl, go girl. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate. So if you're meeting me for the first time, let me do my introduction. My name is Bossinola. Yeah. And if you really want to know more about me, you can check my get to know me video. My first video, I talked a little bit about myself there. Yes. So today I'm going to be talking about how I was wild, or should I say I was wild, or should I say culture shock in Sweden for students that are coming in for the new for in students that are coming in August. Yeah, in August. Yes. So I'm going to be talking about some my experience and stuff. Yeah. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Yeah, so firstly I would want to talk about my packing, like packing of luggages, when you're moving from your country to, let me talk about Sweden. I don't want to say moving from your country to another country, or it can be applicable to other countries also, but okay, when I left Nigeria to Sweden, how I packed my bag and everything, my advice is, because of the kind of experience that I had when I was coming, oh my goodness, it was terrible. I have never been that stressed in my life, like in my entire life. I've never been that stressed before. I was so stressed, and the reason is because my luggage were just too much. My luggages were just too much for only me. In Nigeria, when you have luggages and you go to park, to a bus park, to maybe you're traveling, those bus conductors, bus drivers will help you to carry your luggages and all stuff. See, it's a very different game, yeah. Hey God, though, I was there in the airport dragging my luggages. I had like a stopover in Turkey, and I was with a backpack and my hand luggage. Like that backpack was heavy, my hand luggage was heavy, and I still have like two checked in luggages. Was it two? Was it two or three check-in luggages? Yeah. I think it was two. Those biggest box, like those big box, and and it was just only me. Yes, I came with a colleague also, but then he has his own luggage to carry. Ha! Hey, God. See, if you are coming into Sweden from Africa, or let me face Nigerians now. If you know that your school, you have to enter like trains, like maybe two trains. See, just mind what you pack when you are coming. Because I don't want to say I saw hell. Hey, Jesus, it was a bad experience for me. It was a bad experience. Like, I remember when I got to Stockholm. Stockholm is the capital, and I landed at Stockholm airport. When we landed, and I went to pick up my checked-in luggages, and I was dragging it. And one thing with the suite, that was my first impression about the suite. When we came and I was dragging my luggages, I saw people were, oh wow, do you want me to help you? Do you need help? And they were helping me with my luggages. In fact, there was a man who helped me to carry the biggest box, and I said, you must be a strong girl to carry this. Like, that box was so heavy. I don't even know what I packed inside. And the truth is, most of the things that I packed, I ended up not using them. The things I did not pack, I'm not missing them. That why did I pack this instead of this or this or this and this? So my first advice for you, if you are coming in, is please mind what you pack. In fact, if you want to pack everything, just pack food majorly, because even if you pack clothes, you might not need them. If you want to pack clothes, you can pack more of your native attire, because that's what you cannot get here. But you want to pack jeans, they have them here. You can always buy. jackets. You don't have to pack jacket because they are cold. Your jacket that you're bringing in might not be able to like cover up for the cold. So it's always advisable to buy here. You can get cheap one on Facebook Market. If you cannot afford the new ones, you can buy, or they have second-hand shops where you can go and buy second-hand jackets. So it's better for you to just pack food. Food is better than packing clothes, packing shoes. And so, funny enough, I didn't pack shoes. Oh, and I don't know what I packed, that my box was that heavy. I got to school because I had to like take another train. So I took like two trains. Guys, it was a bad experience for me. And like I said my first impression about the Swede was what they were so nice to me at the airport. When I was at different points at the airport, they helped with my luggages. In trains, when I'm struggling to carry my train, so that train will not leave me behind. They help me. Oh, I can help you. I can do any help. They're always like coming for my help. And another thing that I learned when I came in is the language. The language was another barrier for me. It was frustrating. Like, it was so frustrating. You want to buy everything. Most of their products, in fact 99.9% of their products are in Swedish. Like, if you want to buy anything, everything will be in Swedish. You will not know which one to buy. So on this fateful day, I wanted to go for shopping just to get toiletries, and I needed a body spray. So I went to the supermarket and I saw some brand that I'm quite familiar with, but I said, let me try new stuff. I want to try new things. So I saw this that looks so much like something that I would like. So I picked it up, and I didn't bother to check the smell because it was sealed. So I like, from the color, it was like purple, like no, like fuchsia pink color. So I'm like, oh, it will be nice. And so I took it and I got home. I was packing, I was unboxing everything that I bought. So I reserved this body spray that this will be the last thing that I'm going to unbox because the smell is going to be unique and stuff. And the thing, I told you now, is everything, the direction, instruction is in Swedish, so I don't understand anything. So okay, when I was done, so I now put the body spray to just let me open my spray and have a smell. As I pressed like this, I ended up buying a shaving gel. It was a shaving gel, guys. I was like, God. And I was talking to somebody, and somebody was like, you're lucky. Some people have bought a dog food because the way they will package their food, their pet food, maybe cat and dog food, they package it like normal. So you might think it's something. They said people have bought dog food in the past. So thank God my uncle just shaving gel. I still have that shaving gel now. It's useless for me because I don't like it. Yeah, another thing that I not okay. Another thing for you to know is if you're coming to Sweden, because I got to know this late due to the fact that during winter we have low shorter time for sunlight, so we hardly have sun. It gets dark like 3. Why some other part some not another part gets darker faster than where I am. But in where I am, it begins to get dark at 3 in the afternoon. So, and once it's 4 o'clock, it will be like dark midnight. So that's it. So we were advised to like always take vitamins. So when I came, I used to see people with vitamin D, and I'll be like, what are they taking vitamins for? So I'm telling you now so that you know beforehand. You need to take vitamin D. It's good for your health. It helps, like, you can Google on vitamin D. It helps for depression. It helps you to like we get vitamin D from sunlight. So, and it's good for the body. So because you don't see sunlight, it's good to just take the supplements. Or if you don't want to take the supplement, you can take fruits, vegetables. You get that too from there. And another thing is the weather. The weather will shock you. So the weather will shock you. It will humble you. So, like they used to say, there's no bad weather. You only have bad clothing. So learn to dress for be prepared. Like, be prepared. And another thing is the racism part, because somebody was asking me that, hey, because my department are basically like in my course, like almost the only black, like, so they'll be like, are you sure they don't like racism or anything? I said, no, I've never experienced anything like that. Anyways, personally, I have not like experienced any racism stuff. There was one day that I thought I experienced it, and I think that day I entered the bus. Notice that when you enter a bus, they will not sit down beside you. The Swede will not sit down beside you. I don't think it's a racist act for me, because they even do it to themselves. So I think they don't like sitting down. I don't know. When you enter a bus, you do not. If you are sitting down there and there's empty space, they will prefer to stand than to sit down beside you. So know that now. So aside from that, I have not experienced any racism because they're quite nice to me. I don't know other person's experience, but then I haven't experienced any racism. I'm just 8 months or 7 months or so. I came in August, so from then till now, I haven't experienced, maybe because I'm still a student, anyways. But there was a day that I think that maybe I kind of feel like, is this person a racist? It was okay. I entered the bus and there was no, like, people were standing and there was this seat beside a lady with a bag on it. So I mean, I was too tired to, on a normal day, me too, I was stand, but I was so tired, I can't stand. I can't go and faint. So I no, a bag was not on, it was empty. So I sat, because if a bag was there, I would not sit down there. So I just sat there and she said, excuse me. And then she stood up and went to stand instead. My mind, I was like, what did this guy just do? What? You know? I thought it was a racist, but then after some like a week, I had another experience. I entered the bus and I saw an empty seat in front of me, but then it was a guy that was sitting. But because of the experience I had, that the guy had to stand up for me, which I didn't like, so I went to stand up. JJ, I went to like stand, and then the guy just beckoned to me. I said, "You can come and sit down," and he stood up for me and my friend. You know, that act of kindness made me feel like, oh, maybe that girl was not actually being a racist. Maybe she was just like, doesn't like, inconveniencing, So that's basically what I know I've experienced, that might want to look like racism, but then I don't think it is. Yes, and another thing that I want to say is, if you're coming to, for example, a city like my city, Lee Shopping, like Lee Shopping University, if you're coming to Lee Shopping, you need to get a bike, like a bicycle. Like me, our bicycle is like a car here. I used to oppress people with different kinds of car in Africa. Yeah, that's how you oppress. We oppress with bicycle. Our bicycle is our limousine here. Is our Mercedes Benz. So you need a bicycle. Lee Shopping is a bicycle country. Sorry, it's a bicycle city. So you need your bicycle to go to school. In fact, you will see me. I don't have a bicycle yet because I can't ride one. I'm just planning to like learn how to ride a bicycle because I need it now. Yeah, I know I need it. So you need to learn. If you don't know how to ride a bicycle, you should learn to ride one now. And then to yes, this is the most important part of this video. Important part that I think this is to honest advice now. We used to talk about let me talk to the scholarship holders, like people who are on scholarship, who are not fee paying student. One thing, and I will still come back to the fee paying student also, but my advice for you as a scholarship holder is, when I was coming, I didn't get this advice. It's one thing to like get a scholarship, is another thing to retain it. People loses their scholarship. You have to, if you don't meet up with your credits, then there's no, you can't plea, like you can't beg them that please wait for me, please I'll meet it up in 2 weeks. No, at that particular time that they want you to like have completed that credit, if your credit is not completed that day, they might withdraw your scholarship. So people don't talk about this. Many people run into depression. One thing about it is, we coming from Africa, and their kind of educational standard here is kind of different. it's so different. I almost ran into depression. I will not lie. If not for the Holy Spirit, I almost ran into depression of what else am I supposed to do that I'm not doing? Like when they give you right reflections and you think you've poured everything and then at the end the grace is coming low and you'll be like, "Ah, you've done everything in your in manpower, you've done everything, but then you're not seeing the result. You will feel that way. You will feel that way. Let me just be telling you. And if you're coming to study a course that you did not do before in your bachelor's in Sweden, you need to start preparing now. Start reading on that. See, if they send you, one mistake that I made is I did urban and regional planning in Nigeria for my bachelor's, right? And I came for strategic urban and regional planning. I didn't know that urban and regional planning that I did in bachelor's is kind of different from the kind of planning we have here. In Nigeria, we do more of design. We layout design. We do most of our work is about designs. In fact, we even go into architectural designs. Sometimes we do surveying. Stuff like that, GIS and stuff. But when I came, my mind is okay. I'm coming to do, but the kind of planning here that I came for, strategic, they call it strategic, that is different. Is different entirely. It's different. I've not designed any label design since I came. We've been doing more of political science, public administration, economics, history, international relations. So we've been doing everything. And funny enough, when I was in secondary school, I hate geography and economics. I hate both subjects. And now I find myself doing it. You understand? So me that already have the knowledge and I can be that frustrated. Imagine you that you don't even have any knowledge of what you want to come and do here. If you have anybody in Sweden, you can call them or chat them and ask them about what I'm talking about. There's no most in fact 90% of African students that come into Sweden to study have one complaint or the other. You will almost run into depression, and I'm telling you now. So be prepared. If you are doing engineering, MATLAB, learn MATLAB. If you don't know MATLAB, go and learn it. Learn all these their softwares, because hey, it's one thing with masters here. You will be the one to teach yourself. You will be the one to. It's not like undergraduate that they will be spoon feeding you. No, you will be the one to teach yourself. I'm telling you now, so that it doesn't affect you, so that you don't lose your scholarship. Now, from for those that are becoming for social sciences, let me just give you some hints about how you can quickly get on, because when I came in, I didn't get this kind of advice. I thought, I already knew, this is not to write. It's different too. But then most times they will tell you to write reflection papers. I would advise you to, like, when they give you to write on something, they will give you articles to read, textbooks to read. Please read them. Read those articles. When you read them, you might not understand what they say you should do at first, but when you start reading those articles and the textbook they give you, you would some way you would understand what they want you to do. You will find your way and sit down with it. I didn't know this. It took this thing I'm saying that is so simple. It took me months to learn this. When they give me assignment, I'm always rushing, because when I see the words, I just want maybe 2,500, 3,000 words, 1,500 words. So I'm always eager to quickly write rather than study what they gave me. Study those articles, digest it first. So when you digest it, you will now know what to reflect on. You can just pick up a phrase from what you've read and reflect, relate it to what is happening, or what is happening in your country, or what you saw where you came from. You just reflect your thinking, like critical thinking. You have to brainstorm and relating to what you've read. You understand? So I'm bringing it up together. So that's how you can kind of get on. You need to be prepared. The mistake I made in Nigeria is they sent me textbooks to read. They sent me study guide. I didn't read them. I saw the textbook. I said, it's for people that have not done planning before. See, if they send you study guide, please, it's good for you to start preparing, start reading them, start knowing them before you resume, because so that you're not gonna be depressed. Ask most African students, most of them, they will tell you that I almost ran into depression. They will tell you because it's see, you're not ready. You're not ready. You understand? So be prepared now. I'm telling you, be prepared. And for fee paying student, like I said, you need to be on your A game, because number one, you might not quickly get a job. Especially those who want to depend. Like I did, me and my friend did it in our last video about fee paying students. You want to work and you are depending on maybe money you earn in Sweden to pay your school fee. It might shock you, it might shock you. Okay, so be prepared, have your plans. See, make work in Sweden the second option. Have your own plan. Hey, you understand, your own plan. Hey, and then the Sweden work, if you get the work, fine, you're so lucky. Of course, you're so lucky when you get the work, fine. But if you don't, I beg, have your plan. Hey, so that you don't run into depression, or maybe at the end of the day you're frustrated, or you end up in a bad place. I think I'm talking too much and I want to end this video. I think I have to do part 2 of this, and I will do it. But then, guys, I have to leave you here now, and I hope I'm able to like say one or two things I have, and you've been able to like learn one or two things from what I've said. If you're still watching at this time, thank you so much for watching to the end. And please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Yes, so like, share, and leave a comment. This is where I'll draw the curtain now, and I will thank you for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.